All right, what's up, guys? I gotta react to this video with Jordan Peterson because it's an emotional video, and there's a lot actually to talk about in this video. But I'm gonna try to make it quick. It's a short video, and really, it's so what it is Jordan Peterson reacting to Olivia Nunn, I guess her name is. I'm not even really sure who that is. I guess it's some actress. She basically called Jordan Peterson a leader of the incels or something like that, which is really nasty thing to say. But this is what modern feminists have to say about men. That's all they can do is insult us and try to beat us into submission by bullying us. It's bullying. Calling a guy an incel because he's telling the truth about his life and female behavior and how the world reacts to men is bullying. You're trying to bully somebody into not saying the truth, and that's bottom line what that is. Whenever a woman calls a guy an incel, it's because they're trying to bully you into shutting up. Oh, your opinion doesn't matter because you're just mad because you're not getting sex, right? That's all that is. So Jordan Peterson reacts to this, and I'm gonna react to his reacting, but he doesn't say half of what should have been said. So I'm gonna try to say some things regarding this according to his reaction. Let's watch.
I've got to wrap it up. I don't want to, but I have to. I want to ask you just quickly, the film director Olivia Wilde has a new movie out, which she says is based on you, this insane man, this pseudo-intellectual hero to the incel community. Incel being these weirdo loner men who are despicable in many ways.
Watch his face.
Is that you? Are you the intellectual hero to these people?
Sure. Why not?
He's so fed up.
People have been after me for a long time because I've been speaking to disaffected young men. Now, what a terrible thing to do that is.
Right? Look at this. Watch this. Look at this. Look how sad he is, because he knows. He knows how bad it is for men. He knows how bad it is.
I thought the marginalized were supposed to have a voice.
Wow.
It's making you emotional. Talk about that.
Well, God, you know.
Wow.
It's very difficult to understand how demoralized people are. And certainly many young men are in that category. And you get these casual insults, these incels. And what does it mean? It's like, well, these men, they don't know how to make themselves attractive to women who are very picky, and good for them, women.
Because we can't. Because we're competing with guys who own yachts. We're competing with movie stars, with rock stars, with rap stars, with R&B stars. We're competing with dudes who play professional sports. We're competing with men who have women as harems. I mean, what can we do? Oh, you work at Trader Joe's? Good luck. You know, maybe you could pray for a wife. It ain't happening, and it's an exposure of female nature. And look how the reason why he gets so emotional here is because he knows damn well that guys are just offing themselves. Guys are just suiciding, you know, and he sees it. He sees the pain that men are going through firsthand, because this guy's a clinical psychologist. He's a counselor. He literally has hundreds of thousands of young men sending him emails saying, I'm gonna kill myself. I can't improve. I'm out here invisible. I'm invisible. I'm walking down the street. Girls don't even acknowledge my existence. I go up and try to talk to them, and they call the police on me. Or whatever, you know, they tell me to get lost, creep. Because I'm not objectively as attractive as the guys they're having sex with, who are pumping and dumping them, who are treating them like they're garbage. And I want to love one of them. And what's happening to me? These women act like they want love. They say, oh, I want love. I want a guy who will treat me right. I want something that's real. And then here I am like, yeah, okay, let's do it. And they don't want me because I don't make enough money. And how am I supposed to make enough money in a messed up world? So I got to go compete with 10 million other dudes who are trying to be in the same business, the same career as me, and I got to beat them out? And I can't do it? I've tried. And then this woman who was born objectively attractive, Olivia Wilde, I guess is her name. And women just get a pass through life because they're pretty. They just get everything handed to them. They don't have to do anything. They just got to show up. They just got to sift through the 400 guys who want to take them on a date and choose which one they want to go home with. It's bananas. It's absolutely just cruel. And this woman just, oh, you're an incel. Oh, he's the leader of the incels. When Jordan Peterson isn't even that bad. He's not bad at all. He's just encouraging young men, right? He wants to help young men. What has he even done to make him a monster? To where Hollywood, some Hollywood casting couch victim, not victim, excuse me, some Hollywood casting couch vixen, right, can just casually call him the leader of the incels. It's bananas, man. We're living in bizarro world. It just goes to show they do not care. Women do not care about men's problems. They do not care. They care about, are you successful or are you not successful? That's all they care about. They don't care that men are committing suicide. In fact, they probably laugh. They probably laugh at it. If you ever go on a feminist page and really hear how they talk about men, they hate us. Go on Facebook and follow a feminist page and pay attention to the rhetoric that they use to talk about us. They hate us. And how are we supposed to react to that? The gender that we're supposed to love, the gender that we do love, men love women. That's the insanity of it. Men love women. It's so twisted. Men love women, and we want love, and we want a woman to love. And they hate us. That's the reaction we get from them. Hatred. Disdain. They roll their eyes when we come to talk to them. It's bananas, man. What has happened? What has happened? Was it always like this? You know, this is our only reality. Was it always like this? I don't know, man. Let's continue.
Like, be picky. That's your gift, man.
Look at how
demand high standards from your men.
He's just placating them. He's placating them. Because he knows if he says, you know, hey, you're selfish, you're narcissistic, you're egotistical, you're vapid, you're shallow, you're materialistic, and you're horrible to men. He knows it. You can see it all over his face. He knows that women are horrible to men in today's generation. Why? Because he gets 10,000 emails a day from guys all over the world saying, these women are horrible. They're treating me like garbage. He knows. You don't think this guy knows? He knows. He can't say it. He can't say it because he'll lose his position. They'll attack him. They'll try to cancel him if he says anything negative about women. He's trying his hardest not to say anything here because he's so fed up. He's so sad for men of today.
Fair enough, but all these men who are alienated, it's like they're lonesome and they don't know what to do, and everyone piles abuse on them.
Yeah.
When she said that, Olivia Wilde,
horrible.
It stung you, didn't it? I saw the
by that time, you know, as far as critiques go, that was kind of low level. I mean, once I got painted as Red Skull, you know, magical super Nazi, that was kind of the end of the insults. There's no place past that. So when Olivia Wilde made those comments, the first thing I did was go look at the preview for her movie, which I quite liked. I thought I would go see that movie probably, and perhaps I will. It didn't really bother.
Look at that. He's fighting hatred with love. This is a quality man right here, because it's better than I could do. Better than I could do. I'll say that right now. Better than I could do. He's fighting hatred with love. He compliments her movie. He says, "I'll go see your movie," when in reality, she's a horrible person. Probably the movie's horrible, whatever. I don't know. But that's a horrible thing to say. Really just kicking men when we're down. That's what it is. It's kicking men when we're down. You know? Like, you already have everything. We give you everything. We work super hard in our lives, struggle, suffer to give you everything, and that's not enough. You got to kick us when we're down and call us losers and call us incels. For what? You know? For telling you the truth? For speaking our truth? For saying, hey, this is how we're being treated, it's not right? That's all the red pill is it just speaks the truth. See, the red pill is just the truth. This is how we're being treated. This is what's going on. It's not right. We don't like it. Please change. You know? But, oh, we're just... Anyway.
I mean, my family and I talked about it right away, and we were able to respond to it with some degree of humor, which then people completely misunderstood. I said I hope that, you know, that if I had to be played by someone, I think it's Chris Wilde, is that?
Anyway. Actually, hold on. Let's see.
He's a very good-looking man, and so that seems all right, you know. And then I said something like, I hope he gets my fashion style choice right when he plays me. And it was a joke. All that was a joke.
I mean, you've been so controlled today, and yet in that brief moment, you got very emotional. Why?
It's really something to see
He wants to cry so bad, which is fine.
Constantly. How many people are dying for lack of an encouraging word?
Wow. Wow. So true. Wow.
And how easy it is to provide that if you're careful.
Wow.
You know, give credit where credit is due. And to say, you're a net force for good if you want to be.
Wow.
Do you believe you're a net force for good?
Net, yes. In all the details, probably not. You know, no one's perfect.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he admits he's flawed. Listen to what he said, though. He said, it's unbelievable how many men are dying. Let's go back. What did he say?
You're a net force for good if you want to be.
Man, he wants to cry so bad.
You've been so controlled today.
Listen to what he says.
And yet in that brief moment, you got very emotional. Why?
It's really something to see constantly.
Wow.
How many people
constantly
are dying for lack of an encouraging word?
Wow.
And how easy it is to provide that if you're careful.
How easy it is to provide that if you're careful. Wow. He said it's constantly surprising how many people are dying for lack of an encouraging word, and how easy it is to provide that if you're careful. So true, man. I remember, I'm just give a little personal story. I live in the Seattle area, okay? I've hated it. I try to look for the bad and all the good. I like the area as far as there's trees everywhere, it's green, it's pretty. But the people here are horrible, and I've always said that. The people here, there's something called the Seattle freeze. And you know what? I appreciate God's gifts to me, Got a roof over my head, got food. I appreciate the basics, God supplying my basic needs, And I'm not trying to complain and just be like, say something negative about my environment, because I believe God provides my environment. But at the same time, I got to be honest, I grew up in Spokane, Washington, which is the east side of Washington State. It's the second largest city in Washington. Beautiful, beautiful area. Good weather, for the most part. It gets pretty cold in the winter, but Seattle's got good weather too. It's people think it rains every day. It doesn't. It rains a lot, but it's more overcast than it rains, and the weather is pretty even as far as it doesn't get up too high, doesn't go too low, although we've had some hot summers. But the people is what matters to me. The people. I consider myself an introvert, but I still like people. I've always liked people. And I remember growing up in Spokane, it was nice. Like, people were just happy. People were kind, cordial, for the most part. You know, Spokane's the type of place I remember growing up that you walk down the street and somebody, you know, a guy says hi to you as you're walking by. Hey, how you doing? You know, that kind of city. Seattle, it's just the opposite. Like, people don't care. It's called the Seattle Free. So I remember moving here, and I got to get to a point here quick. But it matters so much, that little detail. It matters so much. Like, going from a place where people were inclusive, people liked you, they would say kind things to you. How you doing? Hope you have a good day. See you later. And they don't even know you. To a place where people don't even give a crap. People don't even care if you exist. Like, just get away from me kind of thing. It matters, man. It really matters. And men need encouragement. Men need love. Men need a kind word. Humans need that. But imagine being a man who just, your only worth is if you're successful. Your only worth is if you produce something. Then you get praise. Then you get kind words. If not, you get derision. You get contempt for existing. Right? People want to judge you by how much money you have. Oh, you know, what do you do for work? You know, when they first introduce themselves to you, that's what they ask you. What do you do for work? It's nuts, man. It's nuts how marginalized and forgotten the average man is. And you know, I'm speaking from a small experience. I've only lived in Spokane. I've only lived in Seattle area. That's all I know. But it sounds like my experience is resonating and being shared by men all over the world. Men are we're cannon fodder. Men are a means to an end. And I've said this on my channel over and over again. This is why men want to go MGTOW. This is why men want to get out of the matrix. They want to just go off in a cabin somewhere and be alone. Because we're not wanted. We're not appreciated. We're only appreciated when we provide something. We're only appreciated when we do some kind of physical feat, or we're only appreciated when we take care of kids financially. Otherwise, we're just these horrible monster losers who, oh, you're an incel, you can't get laid, no woman wants to have a baby with you, kind of thing. It's disgusting, and Jordan Peterson knows that. He knows that. He just can't say that. He can't say those words exactly. He's trying to be classy, but he knows that. He's a smart man, and he speaks with a lot of young men. He knows what we're going through. So this is some emotional stuff, man. But anyway, I just want to make a reaction to that. It is what it is. Hope y'all having a good day. It's been Jay Lee with Northwest Podcast. Peace.